Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be replacing these crusty old seat belts in my 1993 Mercury Tracer Station Wagon. Alright, let's get into it. What you're first going to want to do is take a Phillips head screwdriver and take out this screw and this screw right here on either side of your center console. There will be 4 screws in total holding the center console in. And you're also going to have to take these seats and push them back as far as you can so you can actually see the screws so you can take them off. Okay, now that you have gotten all these screws out, all 4 of the screws, you're going to be able to take this out. But what you're first going to want to do is release your old seat belts by pressing this emergency release, and they come out. I'm going to do this on both sides, and then just leave them right there. Now you should just be able to pop this thing on out, and you're going to want to slide it right on over here, leave it there. You're going to lead your old seat belt out of its area, put it right here, and you're going to grab the other one and put it through just like you did with the other side. Here, let's get a better look. You just put it right on through here. And then you should just be able to pull this out and set it aside, put it back on later. Well, look at that. Even a little penny down in there. Alright, so you've done that now. Now you just have to get this. There's a bolt right here and right here. To access those 2 bolts, you're going to want to move all the stuff off your seats. Move this because I don't want that to get crushed. And then move them all the way forward. Now in my Mercury Tracer, you actually have to sit in the chair first and then pull this lever right here and scoot it all the way forward. And you're also going to want to take this, let it go all the way forward so you can access that bolt. Now let's do that on the other side. Right over here. It's the same thing. Get on in here and pull forward and pull this lever to make that go all the way forward. And there you go. You've got that done. And now we're going to move on to the fun part of removing that little thing. Alright, and now that you have gotten your seats pulled forward, you're going to want to grab the 16mm socket. You want to just crank that off. And at one point you'll just be able to kind of twist it off. Not yet though. There. I want to do it on this side. And also, I want to do it on this side. Alright. Now, mind you, these will be really hard to break loose because they are kind of essential for safety. And you're going to want to tighten them real hard back so then you are safe. I already broke them loose before I started recording, but you're gonna want to put a whole lot of muscle into it. Alright, you can see that's a little bit crusty, so I have some new ones. Sounds a little bit crusty. And now you're also gonna want to take this little doohickey, disconnect it. You might need a screwdriver for that, actually. I don't have that, but I do have a pen to get that off, so. There. You can use a screwdriver or a ballpoint pen. And you want to be careful around this. There's a little bit of piece of tape right here. You're going to need to squeeze that little tab, or like I did in the parts place, just pull it off like that. I don't even know how that happened. It just came off, so that's good. But there you have it. Took that out. That real bad, crusty old seat belt. That one. And then onto the new one. I mean, I got mine at our local pick and pull. Thank you to them. And this one's out of 1995, so it still fits into the 1993. All right. So you're gonna want to make sure that this little brown tab is facing over towards the emergency brake, because if it's facing back here, it is backwards. All right, let me get this nice and bolted in, and I'll be back to show you how to put it all back together. The fun part. All right, now that you've got this back in there, and I should note there's a little tab that you're gonna want to fit that's on the seat belt into the mount on the car. You're gonna want to puzzle that in there so then it sits right. Alright, now we put it back together. You're gonna want to come out of your car, if you were in it. You're gonna want to take these, set them out so they don't get crushed. You're gonna want to put your seat all the way back. Then get to all the screws. There. Now you get your seats back like this. You can go ahead and take your seat belts, make sure they're nice and straight and not bound up in there. Make sure they come out in and out, because that could be a problem when you go to connect them back to these. Anyway, you're going to want to come over here, grab your center console that you took out, and then take it over here. You're going to want to fit it over your handbrake, like so, like that. But first, before you put anything and screw it, number one, make sure that these things, the little clickers, stay out. And you're going to want to fit your seat belts, new ones, through the. Well, it's kind of hard with only one hand, but pull it all the way through. Make sure it doesn't retract back in there. And you're going to do the same side over here. Then that you've got that, make sure you don't leave any tools or anything in there. down. Now, if it doesn't move, don't force it, because it's older plastic and it could break. No one wants broken plastic. Because then you gotta go through the whole process of finding that panel at the junkyard or online. And then, for the sake of me, I'm gonna push all this plastic back into where it's supposed to be. Like that, so it's nice. Interior. And then you're gonna want to take 4 screws and just put them back in there. Screw them on in there. And you don't want to cross thread it, because then if you ever need to replace your seat belts again, it can be pretty frustrating. Your screws are all messed up. But these ones, they go in at a weird angle. There we go. It's nice in there. Take your other one. It's on the other side. Over here. Just screw that puppy on in there. Now, for the sake of the quickness of this video, I'm just going to skip the other side for screws and just head straight to the point. You've got your center console back in there. You've got your seat belts over here. There. This may get bound up in there. You just got to tug it a little bit. And then, you'll come on up here, click it. There you go. We've got that seatbelt done. Come over to the other side. Grab this new seatbelt. Make sure it works. Click it in. And there you have it. That's how you replace the seatbelts on a 1993 Mercury Tracer Station Wagon. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to hit that like button, and thank you. Have a good day.